In this video, we're going to look at two examples of solving quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. Let's have a look at the first one. Solve 2x squared minus 9x minus 7 equals 0, correct to three significant figures. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to label the coefficients. Okay, so that's coefficient A, that's B, which is negative 9, and that's C, which is negative 7. Now, the solution to this equation is given by the quadratic formula. X is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And we're going to substitute in these coefficients into the quadratic formula. So x is equal to, now minus b is negative 9, so that's minus, now b is negative 9. Okay, you can see here that's going to be minus, well, minus, sort of makes a plus, obviously, but becomes positive, plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. So b squared, okay, that's going to be negative 9 all squared minus 4ac. So minus 4a and c, which is negative 7. All over 2a. So that's 2 multiplied by 2. Now let's simplify this, clean this expression up. Minus 9, or minus negative 9, that's going to be positive 9. Okay, plus or minus square root of. Now negative 9 all squared's 81. Now we have a minus of a negative here, so that's 8 times 7. So it's going to be plus 56. Okay, over 4. Okay, so again, cleaning this up a little bit further. 9 plus or minus 137. Okay, over 4. Now, it says to answer, though, correct to three significant figures. So let's do that. Okay, and we have, in fact, let's enter this in into the calculator. We'll put the lower answer first. So square root of 137. Now, if you're not confident doing the arithmetic, especially under exam pressure, you could just enter this expression here as is. In fact, let's do that now, just so we can make sure that we're doing the right thing here. Negative 9 all squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 7. Okay, calculator knows that when you use parentheses, or these brackets, that it's multiplication. And that's going to be over 2a. So 2 times 2. Okay, and we get negative 0.676. So it's three significant figures. Okay, or okay, let's go back and edit the expression in the calculator, so you can use the replay keys for that. It's very handy. And plus 5.18. Okay, so that's rounding to three significant figures. Now, again, just to make sure that you've sort of got the right answer, or at least you're close, if we're substituting these values, negative 0.676 or 5.18, into the original equation to the left-hand side, we should get a number pretty close to 0. Let's hope so. Negative 0.676, shift store x. Let's type it out. Type out the expression in the calculator. 2x squared minus 9x minus 7. Hopefully we'll get an answer pretty close to 0. I'm satisfied with that. So what about 5.18? Shift store x. Scroll back to... Yep, I think that's an answer that's fairly close to 0. So I think we're reasonably confident that the answers are close. So remember that we've rounded these, so you're not going to get exactly 0 if you substitute them in, but I think we're close enough there. Let's have a look at another example. Okay, and this time around, don't have to worry about the rounding aspect. In fact, leaving answers in exact form is a lot easier than rounding, in fact, because you could practically not even have to use your calculator, and you just leave it in surd form. So let's solve 1 minus x equals x squared, leaving your answer in exact form. Now, the first problem is that this isn't in sort of the right format. It is quadratic, it's a quadratic equation, but we want all the terms to be on one side and 0 on the other. So what we're going to do is we can write it as, in fact, leaving the x squared where it is. If you move the 1 and the negative x over to the other side, so you have 0 is equal to x squared plus x minus 1, okay, and then rearranging it so it looks more familiar with all the terms on the non-zero terms on the left-hand side, we have x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now that's a little bit more familiar. So what's our a, b, and c? Okay, so x is equal to, okay, negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so let's now apply the quadratic formula, okay, and substitute in the correct values for a, b, and c. So our b term here is 1. Okay, so sometimes it might help to write these down. So I might just write here that b is equal to 1, c is equal to negative 1, and it's a monic quadratic, a is equal to 1 in fact. So, okay, very handy. So x is equal to negative b, so that's just negative 1, okay, plus or minus. Now b squared minus 4ac, so it's just 1 squared, minus 4ac, so minus 4 times 1 times negative 1. Okay, so squeeze that there. Right, all over 2a, 2 times 1, so that's just 2. Okay, so x is equal to negative 1 plus or minus 1, you got 1 minus negative 4, so it's going to be 5 over 2. Okay, and if you want to separate out the answer, that's one way of expressing the answer. We don't have to leave it in this way. We can separate it into two separate answers or two distinct answers instead of sort of combining and using the plus or minus symbol. So we could write it as x is equal to negative 1 minus root 5 on 2, or negative 1 plus root 5 on 2. Now again, if you just want to confirm that you've done the right thing there, in fact we're confident that we've rearranged the formula correctly, so assuming we've done that correctly, let's substitute in both our solutions. Hopefully you're getting good at this now. Negative 1 minus root 5 over 2, scroll down over 2, shift store x, and let's type out the expression now. Actually, we'll type this one out here. So alpha x squared plus x minus 1. Do we get 0? And we do. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And what about negative 1 plus root 5? So changing the minus to a plus there, pressing equals to commit that value into the variable x. Scroll back to our quadratic expression there. So x squared plus x minus 1. And we get 0 as well. So I think we're happy with both of those. And that's our answer in exact form.